22 years old, managed by Kevin Sanders. Made his pro debut in February of '99 with a good win over Gary Williams, but in that second round got himself caught a couple of times by Audley Harrison, the Olympic champion. Harrison looking nice and relaxed. Well, Harrison showing a nice range, just trying to tee his man up. There was one that came through, a little feint, slipped by McCafferty, and that was a very good shot by Harrison. Really tagged him, and McCafferty puffed and blowed a little bit, swinging, and that was the best shot of the contest. And a second one followed up, and McCafferty had to look for reverse gear.
Brings out round 3.
So 2 very good rounds for Audley Harrison. He's been boxing on the flats of his feet. He hasn't really put too much spring into it. McCafferty's solid and is tucking up well as well he might, and it's going to be a good learning experience for Harrison because he's got to work a way through this very good defence.
Without a doubt, this is a perfect fight for him. He can practice his moves here, and McCafferty's no mug. He's always a danger himself, and I like the way he's working with that jab, but he's just got to watch. He's dropping that hand a little bit too much for me. He's got to watch the right hand over the top. There it is. There you go.
Well, Harrison holding his left hand rather ominously low. He probably feels confident. He's smiling now. And I don't think the crowd are all that happy about him taunting his opponent like this, because McCafferty has come here to do his very best, and he's making Harrison work hard enough. John Coyle is dwarfed by these 2 very, very big men.
See, McCafferty knows that his only chance of success is to get close and to throw those big right hands over the top and hopefully follow it with the left hook. He's prepared to take the jab, and Audley's just got to keep plucking away here and bringing McCafferty onto the left hand. That's what he's got to do.
Well, Harrison's going to be 30 years old in a couple of weeks' time, and he's only had 2 professional contests since the Olympics last year. He's planned another at the end of October and another perhaps before Christmas. And he needs really to step up this work rate in terms of the number of opponents he's getting in against. Into the second half of this 3rd round, and McCafferty is still there.
Yeah, that kind of work rate with his fight schedule, that's good for everyone, and more so for Audley Harrison because he's got to keep busy.
Oh, lovely uppercut again. He's got him with that excellent right uppercut, and the face of McCafferty now is starting to tell the story of this contest. That was a slap by the Scot, but he's still looking for that big right hand, and Harrison is moving away from it.
Yeah, Harrison's boxing very well here. He's doing a bit of showboating, which at this stage he doesn't want to be doing that type of thing. He just wants to be plucking away with the jab, keep scoring and bringing him onto the left hand.
Lack of reach on McCafferty's part, proving a real problem for him, but he's coming in solidly, and he's going to make Harrison cover up. We still have got to see what sort of a chin Audley Harrison has. Good work by McCafferty, good left by the Scot. That was his best shot, and he's got Harrison again with the left, and Harrison smiles. Maybe the chin's not too bad. Left from Harrison. And maybe the worst thing that McCafferty could have done was hit the Olympic champion.
Yeah, that was a
but it's making for a good contest.
That was a terrific left hook from McCafferty.
Good round. Good round, appreciated by everyone, appreciated by Harrison, puffing and blowing a little bit, happy enough to sit down in the stool. While Kevin Sanders leaning in there talking to Derek McCafferty will be very, very pleased with McCafferty's work. Well, he has taken a fair old thump or 2, especially in that last round. Harrison got right through, great defense by McCafferty until that uppercut came in. Harrison sweeping away the hands of his opponent, oh, right on the money, and a little tap to follow up. But you've got to give McCafferty every credit. Round the corner, Harrison tucked up nicely and bodied ahead. That sweet left hook caught Audley Harrison.
Orders, 10 seconds.
I don't think anybody, Richie Woodall, would disagree with that.
I think that's the way I've seen it anyway.
Round 4.
Having got rid of his debut opponent in 1 round, Audley Harrison has now gone through 3 against a very hard and a very gallant opponent who's still in front of him. And Harrison, a little smile across that face of his.
Well,
McCafferty in sports studies from Brunel University. And he's not quite putting on a master class here, but he's doing pretty well.
McCafferty will definitely be encouraged from that last round, but he knows he's got to get close, and that's the mistake Harrison made in that last round. He took a bit of a breather and he let his opponent get too close, and he landed with a couple of shots.
Going now to the body, Harrison, with that left hand of his. You may see that uppercut coming in. He's keeping McCafferty at long range, and the opponent is finding it hard to get inside.
But yeah, it's good variation there. He worked to the body with an uppercut, sorry, to the body. Yeah, as I say, it's a perfect fight for practicing your moves, and there's another good shot there as well.
Well, McCafferty doesn't look like a man who's been out of boxing for a couple of years. He's carrying a bit of a pounder to himself, but at 17 stones, and when you're as big as that, you're always going to pose a threat in terms of the punching power.
McCafferty there landed that right hand over the top again, or just very close to the target. Harrison's got to watch what he's doing.
Well, Harrison is sweating pretty heavily. It is very warm under these amazing lights here in Newcastle, but he's worked up a bit of a lather. John Coyle splits them up.
I think we've got to remember, Jim, this is only his second fight. He's learning all about the game in this fight. He's learning about the pro game tonight, Audley Harrison.
That was a bit low. Okay. Just a little admonition. Good uppercut with the right hand. McCafferty took it again, but he's starting to show signs of serious wear and tear. Harrison once again gets him with the uppercut, comes straight back.
Yeah, it's a punch that you don't see often thrown, the old uppercut, and it's a great shot, and Audley Harrison's got it off to a tee.
McCafferty is still working away. Oh, good shot by Harrison. Left hand to the Scots nose, which is now bleeding quite profusely. A lot of blood on the white shorts of McCafferty. And McCafferty leaning in now. He's starting to get tired. He has absorbed some very good shots from the near 18 stoner, and he's still there.
Well, McCafferty soaked up all the shots from Harrison, and he's coming back himself here. This is a game performance from him. Audley, look, he's looking a bit tired. He gets a bit lazy now and again, and takes a little bit of a rest. He wants to get back to his boxing and keep it long. You mustn't let this fella get to him.
John Coyle saying to Harrison, come on, you're leaning on and you're holding. And McCafferty is still there. And Harrison goes back to the corner.